Hi everybody, welcome to another episode of Analog. I know it's been a while since we did one of these, but that's because we've been looking for really awesome games to talk about. Today's game that we're talking about is Aeon's End. So Aeon's End is a 1 to 4 player cooperative game, which already I love because I love games that involve everybody working together versus people tearing each other apart. So some of the key actions of this game though is that it's a deck builder very similar to Dominion or the likes, if you're familiar with those. If you're not, that means it's a game where you actually build the deck that you're playing with as you're playing the game instead of sitting down like to Magic and just plopping down your stack here. So the overall idea is that the end of the world has happened a while ago, and now the last humans in civilization are all staying in a place called Gravehold, which if it's the last place that the humans are going to stay, why would you name it such a depressing place? You know what I mean? It should be Happy Town or something. Anyways, your job is to defend Gravehold from one of the Nameless, who are all these crazy monsters, like this guy.
God, he's surly.
He is surly. So ornery. All kinds, like the Carapace Queen. There's all different kinds. So remember, on Analog, I'm not here to tell you how to play the game. I'm not going to give you step-by-step instructions on how to do it. I'm just going to tell you about the game so you can make your own informed decisions. If you want to know how to play it, there's plenty of how to play videos out there. So everyone plays a different character. Each character has their own unique special abilities that they have available to them. And at the beginning of the game, you also draw a random nameless person, which calling them nameless is giving them a name, let's be real. You pick a random nameless character to fight. The whole idea is that you have to destroy and do 60 to 70 points of damage to the nameless creature before it does enough damage to Gravehold to destroy it. So all your players are all working together, and it's nice because you actively strategize with each other, and you're buying up all kinds of different things that then you can then use to soup yourself up and buy new spells and strategize around that. So these things are kind of like income here. You know, you spend some income to gain more, much like you would with other games like that. But then there are also spells and relics and things like that that you can use to help affect how you're playing against this guy. The neat thing about this game is that it has a randomized turn order. So every round you shuffle up the cards and you just start dealing them out, and it has all the players listed in it as well as the nameless creature in it. So it might end up that the nameless creature gets the first 3 actions in a round and starts tearing apart the place. Or it might end up that the party just gets to unload on this creature first before anything happens. But that's what I really like about this game, is that it's got super variables to it, so it keeps it really fresh every single time you play. Between all the different characters that you have available to you and all the different monsters that you have to fight, you're constantly going to have to be changing what your strategy is and changing what you're buying. You know, it's not always going to be these same cards here. These are always going to be different too. There's, 4 different sets to choose from. Plus, there are also these 2 expansions, this one that just came out recently, which add even more different types of monsters, even more players, and even more spells and things like that. So you get this huge repertoire of things to work with. One of the other neat things is around how you strategize. You have these spell activation breaches here, which you can spend to unlock, and once you unlock, you can set up spells on them that can then chain off of it later. The single player mode on this is pretty fun, but like a lot of games, you really want to have at least another person, if not 2, to have your ideal times. Gameplay is only about 60 minutes, so you can actually, once you have read through the rules and get a feel for the game, you can actually churn out a lot of rounds of this game pretty quickly. The rules are a little bit wordy when you sit down and read them, but once you actually get down into the general flow of gameplay, it's super duper easy. If you're looking for something that has like some nice horror base to it with a lot of excellent strategy, this is a really good game for you. In terms of like, oh, I'm new, I've never really tried board games, on the scale of like, I'm most advanced board gamer on the planet, no one knows more rules than I do kind of deal. In terms of that, this is probably a medium range. Like I said, it's a little wordy, but once you get a feel for it and play a couple rounds, it's going to be super duper easy to get a feel for, I guess. Since this is a fun cooperative game, and we love trying to find new things to do with the community and show off new kinds of things, we were thinking about streaming this sometime if that's something you guys would be interested in. So please let us know down in the comments if you would like to see us play this game against each other, probably end up yelling at each other a little bit and definitely swearing at this creature, whatever creature we're fighting, a bunch of times too. But we'd love to hear from you, and also if you have games that you would like to see covered or talked about or that are coming out soon, please let us know in the comments too, and we'll see if maybe we can get a hold of those and talk about those in the future. Also, if you're really envious of my shirt, you can head over to epicpants.com and get your own. Super duper awesome.
+6 to charisma.
And all electricity based checks because it's Nikolai Tesla. I'll see you guys in the comments. Be sure to check out our Discord. Be sure to check out our Facebook. Be sure to check out, well, just any social media. Come over and hang out with us. We'd love to have you. See ya.